All right, it's EJ, and we are here with AJR. Guys!
Hello.
How are you?
We are doing really, really well.
I am so glad that you guys are here. Tell me all the things. What's happening?
So we've released a new song, our first single off our EP. Or the EP is called What No One's Thinking, and the single's called Betty.
Yes.
And we're really excited about it. Yeah.
Can you tell me all the things that you guys feel before you release a song into the atmosphere, into the world? Like, how do you guys feel?
Oh, I mean, there's a little bit of nervousness of, how will it do or anything, but I really at the core, it's just pure excitement. Like when we work on something really hard and we really, really like it, the idea of kind of getting it out there and having everyone enjoy it too is like the most exciting part of making music.
Absolutely. What's interesting is how I feel like if I was someone, because I feel like music is our art, it's essentially our baby. And you, of course, you want everybody to consume it and you want everybody to love it. And I think I would be so anxiety-ridden the night before a song comes out because I would want everybody to like it. You know what I mean?
You know, we've gotten so close with our fans in terms of like we share so many of the same feelings and same brains, and generally we've had a pretty good track record with our fans liking our songs if we really like them, because odds are if we're feeling the same emotions and same thoughts, then if we like it, odds are they're going to as well.
What's interesting is I feel like people actually pick up on that energy though. Like when you put something out and people see that you're excited about it, I think people genuinely get excited about it, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? I've been in situations or heard situations where people are just like, nah, here's the song. And I feel like people don't get excited about it because you're not excited about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys got the tour popping off July 18th. How do we feel that we guys are about to go out on tour?
Really excited. Touring is like our favorite thing to do, honestly. It's we consider it sort of equal to the music in importance, and often we kind of talk about like, okay, the music is almost like the score to the show or the Broadway show that is our tour. And speaking of Broadway, like we're huge Broadway fans, and we love that when you go into a Broadway show, they kind of have like everything. They have an amazing up and down story. They have these amazing lighting, these visual effects, and you kind of leave thinking about it for a really long time. And we try to make that with our show as well, something that feels like an experience that even a month later, people will be like, oh, remember that part in the AJR show when, whatever. So we put a lot of hard work into these shows, so we're always excited to kind of start it.
That has to be so exciting to I guess be at the drawing board and putting the whole show together and then getting out on stage and actually putting the show on. That, when you think about it and you're out there, you're connecting with your fans, that's so exciting to me.
It is, yeah. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Yeah, I want to talk.
I know, go for it.
Yeah, I feel like we often are accessing like our little kids when we're putting on these shows, like our little kid self. We were really bored as kids. We didn't have video games at all, and I feel like that probably contributed to just a lot of our like, we're going to make up a game today and we're going to film our own home video and it's going to be a shadow of my hand interacting with it, and like. Now it feels like we're doing it on a grander scale where we have like effects where Jack's shadow is coming to life and he's doing a duet with it on stage. And as kids, we were obsessed with CGI or we were obsessed with puppets or we were obsessed. And now we get to just like do all of that for huge, arena stages. We feel really lucky to be doing this.
You know what's interesting? Looking back on that probably was a better experience when you think about it. Like you guys weren't just in the house playing video games. You guys were actually making up your own games, yes?
We have amazing memories from when we were young, and we try to, recreate it these days, but it's not the same.
No? How come?
Us sitting on our living room floor throwing balls at Beanie Babies now, I don't know if it hits the same as when we were 5 years old, but yeah.
But if you guys are having fun doing it and you guys are together while you're doing it, I'm just saying.
It's a good point. We'll try it again when we get home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, can you please?
We will. We'll send you a video.
Please report back.
Yeah, we will.
Can you tell me, what is your favorite thing about touring? For someone that's never been on stage performing, it has to be I don't want to say mind F a little bit, but when you're on stage, you're doing your thing and you look out in the crowd and you see someone that is singing your songs back at you at the top of their lungs as an artist. Tell me, how does that feel? Because think about the cycle of the song that a song makes. You know what I'm saying?
Totally. It's interesting that you say someone, because that's exactly the feeling. Like you get to a certain point where it's like a sea of people. That's desensitizing. That's kind of nothing.
Right.
Like you're just seeing a lot of faces and a lot of lights singing back your song. You can easily forget where you are and dissociate. But then you zoom in on one person and they have a sign or they're with their dad and they're like a rebellious teenager and they're actually like connecting with their dad. You can watch those little vignettes happen. That's when the emotion kicks in. That's often when you tear up when you're on stage. You're like, oh, I'm affecting this little relationship as opposed to the sea of people. So it's really important when you're on stage to just sort of zoom in like that.
You know what's interesting? I was going to say next, it has to be emotional because I feel like I'm an emotional being, and seeing someone react to something that I made like that would make me emotional as I'm on stage performing, doing my thing.
It is so emotional.
It is,
Oh
yeah.
my God,
And also we like, for some reason, all our career and all our life, like people have enjoyed hating on us for whatever reason. I think we're just like really proud of who we are. I think our music sounds very Broadway-ish and theatrical, and we are who we are. And even through high school, people just like loved making fun. So to just like remember those moments of like, we stuck to who we were, and now you're crying over it, and now we're connecting over it. Feels like, this is why we're on Earth. Awesome.
Yeah. Like, I hate when people hate on other people just trying to make other people happy and being true to themselves. That drives me insane.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get past that?
Man, it's hard, and it seems like it's getting worse on social media. It seems like everybody that's successful has like an equal amount of hate to love, and everything is cringe, and it's just like putting yourself out there in any way it's so easy to call something cringe. If you feel like you're being fully yourself, it sort of just bounces off of you. You feel a little bit invincible, and the hate just sort of feels like nothing, right?
For us, for sure. If it's about us, then yeah, I think that where it's hard to get over is when people start making fun of other people for liking it. That's one that is hard for me to let go of, because I think it takes like a real special kind of loser, honestly, to be like, you like this? You're an idiot. You're this. It's like we enjoy what we enjoy. At the end of the day, it's music. Either listen or don't, and definitely don't comment on someone else's decision.
Well, it drives me crazy because I feel like a lot of times these keyboard warriors, if you will, they act like that the people that, like, they will watch this interview and be like, why is he sitting like that? Or why did he ask this question? Or why did they respond like that? It's really interesting that it takes so much time to sit there and to seek out a video and to like make a comment like that. It almost drives me up the wall. And it's almost like the people that don't like you spend more time searching you out than the people that actually like you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, these days. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really like we're so lucky. And right now, I'm sure it's the three of us, because like clearly you're passionate about what you do. I can already just tell from the questions that you're acting. If you have a passion and you really love something, in a million years, you would never want to go do that, because you know how hard it is to kind of achieve something and be passionate.
You never want to go like hate.
So you never want to go hate comment. And everyone
that
that does that, clearly, I hope they find something, but they don't have that love yet. And maybe one day they will, and they'll realize, what am I doing? You know, that's the goal.
Yeah. You guys ever clap back?
I think we used to.
Ooh,
and when
please
we
tell
were
me those stories.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, our friends sometimes do. I'll tell. Yeah.
That's a good friend.
Yeah, one of our close. We played this event a while ago, and it was not our audience. It was like a bunch of older, men that were there, and they like really wanted Bruce Springsteen to play, and it was us, and they were like, "These guys are the worst." And we thought it was kind of funny, and then our friend gets on, this comment like list had like 300 comments, and our friends were like, "Yeah, you may think that, but they sold out a night at MSG," and he felt so good about himself, and then he just got attacked, and he was like, "Okay, I'm never gonna do that again."
Yeah, it's a losing battle.
What's interesting is you almost have to let the fans like do the clapping back because you guys have some strong fans, and you got to let them do the clapping back. If you will.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think they're so smart, our fans, that it's like that's not gonna really do anything. And I'm so passionate about my stuff that it's like I'm just gonna enjoy my life.
Yeah.
Can
we go back to what do you feel like was your the first song that you guys heard, right? And you thought to yourself, we want to make people feel the way that we feel listening to this song.
Great question.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Probably Beach Boys, this song called Sloop John B. I literally, it's my favorite song, so I have like the tattoo of the melody.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a line in it that's like he's talking about like a vacation he went with his grandpa, and it's, "I feel so broke up, I wanna go home." And to hear a late 20s guy go, "I feel so broke up, I wanna go home," the way a little kid would say it, really rung true with me. It really felt like, I think I can. That's how I view the world too. I view it as very naive. I like my therapist tells me all the time how naive I am. And I think that's the most beautiful perspective to write songs from.
Yeah.
Wishing the world would be sort of this optimistic place, and unfortunately it's not.
Please don't lose that.
Thanks.
I think it's important, especially in this industry and also in this time period. Like, everybody's so jaded, and I feel like people act like it's so cool to be jaded right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's refreshing to talk to someone who has a positive outlook on life. Like, I don't know why people don't think that that's cool to do so, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I think it's sort of easy to write those songs. At least for us, it would be sort of easy to write the songs of how effed up the world is, and what's more an interesting challenge is we all know the world is effed up.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting way
Just
to look
say
at it.
Just.
Here's
Yeah, I knew you could do it. Yeah, just say it. Yeah.
but here's like a unique way to look at it to maybe keep you going through the day.
Can I be honest? I don't want to hear about that. I think a lot of times when I listen to music, I want to escape from the reality of everything that's going on right now.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about you? First song you heard and you were like, oh, I want to feel this way that this song made me feel.
My favorite band ever is a band called Fountains of Wayne.
Okay.
And they did Stacy's Mom, that song. That's their song. And on that album, everyone thinks like, oh, Stacy's Mom, because it's an amazing song, but it was a bit of a jokey song. Everyone's like, oh, that band? But no, that album that it's on is like my favorite album ever. There's a song called Hackensack on there. And that song is about this guy that used to go to school with this girl, and the girl went on to become this huge famous movie star. And he's back in New Jersey saying, I'm going to wait for you. If you ever decide to come back, then we're going to get married, and I'm going to wait for you. Again, this like naive sort of thing that we keep coming back to. And that just the first time I heard it, I was like, oh my God, this girl is never coming back. He's going to be waiting for her his whole life. This is so deep and sad. And it told a story and like with a character, and I was like, we have to do that. We have to try to like make almost like a movie with our music, and that was it.
When you guys get together and write songs, how's that process like? Because I've never written a song, right? And I'm sure the inspiration happens all times a day. How's that process with the three of you guys?
I think very often with our songs, whatever you notice about the song is probably the thing that came first. Bang is one of our songs. The track came first.
Okay.
You came in
Here we
singing.
go.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
Bang, bang, bang.
And so that's probably the thing that most people notice, the uniqueness of the horns and the timpanis and just the overall vibe. We had the track first for that. That's what we were excited about. Like some of our other songs that are the good part, like something that's a little more lyric based, that you notice the concept. That's what came first.
So what's interesting, you guys talked about theater earlier and how the songs that you guys write are like theaters. World's Smallest Violin feels like a theater production when I heard the song.
Totally.
Would you agree? Was that the concept behind that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the concept behind almost everything that we do. Like Ryan had said this before. Often, I don't think you've said this already, right? About like when songs become Broadway.
No.
No, we often say like often we'll scrap songs or need to change it because they sound too much like a Broadway song.
Yeah.
And I think that song's probably it's the closest thing to the line. Like especially the fact that it's speeding up at the end. The ensemble should be going like this. I'm truly shocked every day that became the hit song that it did. And it kind of makes me really happy because it kind of makes me want to like tell everyone like go see Broadway shows. You're gonna love it if you like that.
Yeah, I love how you can tell a story and it's just literally a theater and a couple of set pieces, but just like the way I don't think people understand when they go to Broadway shows. It's just the way how people move, the way how people speak, and I think that's what tells the story in the songs and things like that.
Yeah.
I think it's so easy to get what's the word? Not caught up in a Broadway show, but to escape like the storyline just with simple set pieces, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
I need to do more Broadway
You should. It's
shows.
the best. Yeah.
What are you guys working on next?
So we talked about Psalm, the tour.
Oh, we're
EP.
scoring a Broadway show right now.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't
Is
bring
that-
that
wait,
obvious segue.
We were just talking about Broadway. I'm like,
Is that exclusive tea?
No, it is not. We've
Okay.
talked about it. Oh God! But now I feel bad that it's not tea. We got to give some tea.
No, wait,
No.
hold on. We can talk about tea later, but tell me about
Okay.
this Broadway show that you guys are scoring.
Yeah,
We've been working on it for 5 years now.
Okay.
It takes a long time to make a Broadway show, but the plot is all coming together. It's essentially Harold and the Purple Crayon, which is a children's book that we loved growing up about a baby with a magic crayon. We had this concept of let's age him up. Let's figure out what happens to that baby when he's in his 20s and life gets real. And I don't want to give away what it is, but something very real happens to him. And he's sort of like, shoot, I can't draw these problems away anymore. It's kind of the perfect confluence of stuff that's happened to us in our life, but also escaping into this fantastical world. We're really excited about it.
What goes into scoring a show? Because I think it's a hard job. Even when people score like movies and TV shows, I think it's so important to pick the right song at the right place when you are scoring like a movie and TV show.
Yeah.
Is it the same or different when scoring a show?
It feels different. It's been a really fun challenge because with the AJR stuff, we're almost always writing from this sort of naive perspective, right? What we've been talking about. And that's a terrible show if every character is sort of like a little kid inside their own brains, right? That there's a dad there and there's the boss there. And you have to really put yourself in somebody else's shoes, and every line needs to be so particular. How would this character react? Literally, what melodies would he be singing? What underlying track would be happening in how he's feeling right now in this exact moment? So really fun challenge, almost like writing dialogue, but in music form.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you guys are doing that. Now that you said that the songs are like musicals, it all makes sense now. They're all so good.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
upbeat. I appreciate you guys coming in, chatting with us.
Thank you.
Of course. AJR, yeah.